Hey guys, it's your girl Coco Kenzie. Last night's episode was tough for me. Like literally, like I couldn't really even get through the whole thing. I had to like rewatch it this morning. Um, if you've followed me for a while, then And I mean, last year was hard for everybody, but last year, like I really struggled. I had like a really hard time postpartum, just that, isolation, just the whole experience of the pandemic, obviously, like including with it heightened with the postpartum. So that's actually how I got into Love Island. It was recommended because I don't watch that much TV, but it was recommended as something that would kind of, just take your mind off. And so, at first I was hesitant, but I did. And, just kind of it became like my guilty pleasure. So last night was no different, like you still have things going on. Obviously not in that kind of space anymore, but it was still like my little guilty pleasure, my moment of happiness. And last night, I'm sure if you guys were watching, then you saw that Josh and Shannon are leaving the show and that his sister passed away suddenly. So, first of all, I want to say I'm sending so much love, prayers, light to Josh and his family, and even Shannon. That was a huge move on her part. And so I just send love to all of them. And that was really tough. But what it also did for me is it also kind of puts you in pause to recognize and remember that these are real people as well, going through very real things. And sometimes, it just brings us back to reality. And that was what it did for me yesterday. And so I must say that I have, if you watch again, like, I've just grown to really like Josh and Shannon. I'm so sad to see them go, but I totally understand being there for family. I really feel like Shannon was the heartbeat of the girls. She had kind of become the heartbeat of the girls. She had kind of become the heartbeat of the villa. With the sass, with the just her mouth, she's gonna be missed. I don't know. Like it was really dry after she left, but we shall see. I know from online, obviously, as you move forward, people are going to say, well, now, who do you think the winners will be? Because it seemed as though they had such a solid chance, and I really believe they did. But I still, like some people have been saying Will and Kira now, and I'm just still not convinced with them. And it's so weird because even though obviously like when you leave you're not going to be included in the but that was just such a big move in the show that I mean because really for Shannon honestly like that was really Josh's situation. And so for her to leave just spoke volumes about maybe where they are and just her character, her, like, if you've ever questioned anything, I mean, because she definitely left money on the table. And it's not to say that, because this actually, even though she's may not get the initial payout, it certainly, I think, may open doors for her, like with deals, endorsements down the future. Not that I think that that was on her mind at that moment, but it really kind of shined a light on their relationship and how close they may actually be. And if there was any doubt about them making it outside the villa, which, I have my doubts as well, but I think sometimes when you have moments like this might actually be something that really brings them together to go through this experience because Love Island in itself is its own experience that only a certain few get to experience together. And now to go through such a pivotal time and a traumatic time in his life, but to have somebody who you've already shared such a close experience with, I think that could be something that definitely brings them closer. So I send them so much love, and you will both be missed so much. Um, and I just, like I said, I don't see it because when you compare that and even just that move of leaving to Will and Kira's dryness, and at first it just doesn't seem as genuine. It doesn't seem as authentic. Then, I mean, really, then you go from there, then there aren't really any other couples. It looks like Olivia's head is turning to is it Andrew? Lord, let me get that book. I mean, when I tell y'all my head was so messed up from that, like I literally just could not do it. I just my mind. Andre, Lord. So it looks like Olivia's head was turning to Andre, which y'all, come on, we all knew that. I was hoping because I thought Corey and Olivia were fun. I liked them both individually. I was thinking, why not? And there was nobody else at the time, but for them and this charade that they're still playing, like I feel like sometimes also when you're friends, you can be honest with each other. I can I wish that they had that moment because obviously he's really into Bailey and Olivia's obviously into Andre. He's more her type. Bailey is more Corey's type. And to just say, you know what, Fran, this was fun. And when there was nobody else, baby, it was going to be you. But now we both got our options and we both got our type. So love you, babe. Good luck. Like, but it's like oh, I'm still confused at first and that. Like, y'all, come on, stop it, okay? It's totally fine. You had fun. It was fun for what it was, and now you found somebody who's really your type. Let's go on. You can't. That's why you can't judge pictures. Because when I saw Andre first come in, and of course there's the whole debate online, and I told y'all early on with stuff outside of the villa because there can be so many rumors. You don't know what's true, what's not. I'm just gonna stick to what's in Love Island because there is the rumor that he is married, which I do think that there's been also confirmed that he's divorced. But we certainly know he has a child, and that's something that he was very upfront about. And with Olivia also being older, not to say that, 'cause she's old, but just one of the older ones out of the villa. And even though Corey is one of the older ones out of the villa, he certainly does not come across as such. And I think Olivia may have needed somebody a little bit more mature and to kind of ground her, and so she can have kind of a balance and just. I think Andre was good for that. I think I do. It is so hard to watch now because this is one of the few the first season out of just even different countries where I've seen this many people. It is like that's why even like you had to see me pause to try to find out the boy's name. It's been so many people in the villa that Lord is so hard to keep up with everybody. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Um, Oh, it's a lot. So, but when it comes to Olivia and that, I was just, I like Andre. I like Andre. He's growing on me. Like my thought process right now, y'all. I did like their date. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fun. I liked KC and Ellie's date. I thought it was fun. I just still feel like now, especially with Josh and Shannon going, I feel like the connections are like not there. Like I've never seen a villa with so many broken couples. Like it just feels like a big, I don't know, college vacation right now. That's what it feels like. Um, Honestly, I don't feel the sparks with Bailey and Corey. I know that's what Corey says he likes, but it just, and again, and I want to note that I know and recognize that people may not get married when they leave the villa, but I do believe sometimes when you're in those isolated spaces, that stuff can seem so real and so heightened in those moments. And I'm just not seeing those connections. Um, Cachet, like I guess thank God this is one of the days where we don't have to talk about the a triangle or anything as much. Charlie did pull Elena, but which y'all like again, if you saw like, because I know people, my comments and some people are going back and forth on different other social media platforms, but I told y'all I was confused because it went from him dismissing her and obviously her being devastated to them being cool, grinding, yeah, and I'm just like, so what? Like, what is happening? So I don't know what's happening, but everybody seemed okay, to a degree with what was going on, which, I felt like Charlie's head was going to turn. And, as you've seen in my previous videos, I certainly felt like he was well within his right, to do so. Well, first of all, everybody's within their right to do whatever they want and handle it how they want, how they choose to. But he didn't like the single situation. It left a bad taste in his mouth, and it has made it hard for them to move forward. So now he's looking for something new. And I mean, so that's a couple. That's one less down. Trina. Casey is the chance. Is the chance. I don't know. As we're getting down to the wire, we need to get some relationships, because if we don't get relationships, especially as the boys are going to pick tomorrow, then somebody's going home. And Casey really, really looks like he's feeling Ellie right now. I mean, she's kind of put herself out there. I feel like Trina's just been kind of coasting right now. And actually, I'm starting to, she's coming around, but she's not, it's a couple shows. So if you're not coupled, then hell, I guess you can't be up there. But I don't know if she doesn't make a move soon, then I guess, bye bye, she will go. Same with Cachet. I don't see her and Charlie. I can't imagine. And even if Charlie did do the whole, triangle thing, I don't think it would come across authentic. It would have to be very scripted, because right now he even seems disconnected from the show right now in a sense. Like he's over it. And so I don't see him going down the triangle path. I see him really being very crystal clear. I could be wrong, who knows, we shall see. But right now, like, I do think it ever got down to anything where somebody has to be saved. I don't think Trina would be saved again. I definitely think it would be Cachet. So, we shall see. These couple, Jeremy, I told y'all I'm not going to spend time. He's there still. He's there. What I will say is, it looks to me like Corey's about to be friend zone possibly again, and you can see Bailey kind of going back and forth in her head, like, America really likes Corey, so do I pick Corey because of that, or do I go with Jeremy because I think she thinks Jeremy's cuter? And let me give Jeremy some credit, like, because I know, like, again, these are real people, right? I must know, because I did the same thing with Carrington last year, and I really have I've grown to love Carrington. Jeremy could be behind the scenes a really cool guy, and we're just not getting the gist of that. We're not getting that. But the guys seem to really love him. What I will say is he definitely comes across as a guy's guy, a frat guy. So, maybe we're missing that. And, we totally could be. But, like, so I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But I, Corey, Mr. Steal Your Girl is about to steal your girl again. You better make a move, do something. I don't know if you need to grab Olivia, grab Trina, but it's about to go left. And all of this annoys me. That's what I was going to say earlier. All of this annoys me because I really genuinely feel like Cachet and Corey, because when we talk about just games, Cachet and Corey both are playing themselves, and they continue to play themselves. Because if Jeremy comes and steals Corey's girl again, then shame on you, because you were not, you know, um, you're just always looking elsewhere. Him and Olivia, like, he could have been with Olivia and really just went full fledged in that. But when he didn't give her, I guess, kind of just that reassurance, her head turned, rightfully so. So you played yourself. Same thing with Cachet. When Charlie was giving her the reassurance that, really, it's you. You were single. Oh, I don't know. And then now you have lost him. I think Corey has lost Olivia. And really, truth be told, when you and Cachet and Corey were coupled, because being two of America's favorites, they totally could have played that out. And then, hell, friends, split the money and go about your business at the end. But those are just my thoughts, y'all. It was a little dry for me last night. And not to say I might have to rewatch even again, but I do think it was just dry. Like, it was so hard getting past that. Like, anytime you have something dropped on you like that, it's hard to move past. So I can only imagine how it was for them actually living in the villa with those two, and then, feeling like family, and you're experiencing something with them. So again, I send love, light to Josh and his family, and, just keeping them in my thoughts and prayers. Don't forget, definitely watch tonight. Engage in the comments. Let's see what you guys are thinking, because that's a huge loss to the show. Who do you think can win it? And even if you just think individuals, if you think that somebody can manage to stay and couple with somebody, then who is your person? Who is your person now? Let me know what you guys think. I'll hop in the comments and kind of give you some of my inside thoughts because I know I have been all over the place. I've been, like I said, that was a lot, and then just dealing with my own life. So definitely subscribe if you have not. Go ahead and comment, like, share, and I'll talk to you guys later. My off button. There we go.